in cricket, they always say catches win matches, right? And the way the West Indies started off on the opening day of the second test match, it definitely seems as if they have no intentions of winning this match, right? So welcome back to the channel, viewers and subscribers. As always, thank you for tuning in. And do remember, if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, definitely hit that subscribe button. So we're going to be talking about the match. There were a lot of runs scored, a lot of wickets taken. So it was an exciting day of cricket. A lot of catches were dropped as well. So we're going to be discussing that and a few other things as well, right? So starting off, so West Indies won the toss and they put England into bat. And England, in their first innings, they came out all guns blazing, right? Buzz ball, as you call it, they lost a wicket early, right? So Alzarri Joseph, in an attempt to redeem himself, he did take a wicket in the first over of the day. So England lost their first wicket without any runs on the board. But then after that, both Ben Duckett and Ollie Pope, they put on a good display of attacking batting and combined with poor bowling, right? They were smashing boundaries all over. Buzz ball, as they call it in England. That's the English way of playing test cricket. They have adapted it and it's been working well for them. Right. So Ben Duckett, he scored 71 of just 59 balls. Right. And Ollie Pope, he scored 121 of 167 balls. Right. Smashing boundaries all over the place. But with that style of batting, it means there will always be opportunities created as well. West Indies got the opportunity to get Ollie Pope out early. Well, early enough, right? He was dropped on 46 by Alec Atenes and then dropped again on 54 by Jason Holder. That catch by Jason Holder, him being in second slip, there's no way he should drop that. And I'm sure he wasn't trying to drop it, but it ended up being a drop catch. Atenes likewise, was a more difficult catch and the catch Jason Holder had, but they definitely should be taking those catches at the highest level of cricket, right? And so they dropped him on 46 and 54, and he went on, capitalized on it to make 121. So he was the top scorer for England in their innings. So they ended up scoring 416 all out on the first day, right? Of I think it was 89 overs. So they batted all day, scoring 416 runs on the first day. So again, positives for the bowlers. They were able to get the wickets. Would have loved if they had gotten more support from the fielders, though, right? If they had gotten more support from the fielders, then it might have been a bit different of a score, right? Because Pope being dropped, being the top scorer, right, making 121. If any of those catches were taken, that's at least 70 runs less than he made, right? Yeah, and so it was poor feeling, pretty much, right? I must say though, right, for the West Indies, I must highlight this. So hold on, so Pope scored 121. Ben Duckett scored 71, and Ben Stokes, right? Ben Stokes scored 69 as well, and they were the top scorers for England in their innings, right? Bowling wise for us, it was Alzarri Joseph. He took 3 for 98 from just 15.3 over. So Alzarri again proving to be very expensive, right? Jaden Seals, he took 2 for 90 from 15. He also was very expensive in this one after coming off a brilliant performance in the first test match. Kevin Sinclair took 2 for 73 from 22 overs, right? So good bowling by Sinclair. He made it into the team after Gudakesh Motie, I guess, have developed an illness, some sort of illness, right? So which ruled Gudakesh Motie out. Kevin Sinclair came in and he did his thing with the ball, right? A lot of us have been saying, myself included, that Sinclair is more of a batsman than a bowler, but he definitely showed that he's capable of doing a job for the team with the ball as well, taking 2 wickets at a very good economy rate considering the context and how fast England scored. So I must give Kevin Sinclair a shout out, and hopefully when he gets an opportunity to bat, he can show his class with the bat as well and perform for the team as well. As we all know, the batting for the team is a bit weak, and with such a huge total on the board, put on the board by England, they'll definitely need Sinclair's batting as well to get as close as possible to the total if they're gonna pose any challenge in this match, right? 416 runs definitely won't be easy to get. But I must say though, the pitch looks like a much better pitch to bat on compared to what they played on in the first test match at Lords. And the conditions also doesn't seem to be as bowler friendly. But with that being said, West Indies were still able to get 10 wickets on the first day. And with how our batting has been performing, even though the pitch isn't bowler friendly, England might still be able to get them out cheaply, right? But we'll have to wait and see. I'm definitely optimistic about the batting. I do think that they will perform better in this test match. Whether or not they'll be able to get to the 416, that's another question. But I do think that they'll be able to score more runs in this test match. Another thing of note that I taken from this opening day, right, was Shamar Joseph, right? So Shamar Joseph, he bowled 11.3 overs and took 1 for 44. But as you can tell, I said 11.3 overs, right? So that means he pulled up in his 12th over, right? He wasn't able to complete the over and went off with an apparent injury again. And this time it looked a lot more serious than in the first match, right? So in the first match, he went off, to get treatment, and the physio came on, and he looked in good spirits while receiving treatment from the physio. In this match, he went off. You saw a grimace on his face, right? He definitely feeling some pain, and it seems as if it's the same issue that he was facing in the first test match. Seems like it's a hamstring issue. Those injuries are definitely nothing to play with, right? A pulled hamstring can definitely rule you out for a few weeks at least, right? While it's being healed. So it will be interesting to see if Shamar Joseph takes any further part with the ball in this innings or even the series, right? Because if it's a hamstring injury, definitely cannot take any chances. I was a bit surprised, I must say, when I saw that he was included in the 11 for this match, based on the injury concern, right? But obviously I'm not a doctor, and they must have done their evaluations and decided that he was fit enough to play. But as you can see, he pulled up, and now is a huge concern for the remainder of this match and the series. So hoping for the best with Shamar Joseph. Hope it's not as serious as it looked, and hoping that he can recover from this quickly. And even if he recovers, even if I would say, even if he feels better, I would not force to bowl him anymore in the series. So I definitely rest him for the next match, and let's see if he'll even be able to bowl in this match again if he gets an opportunity to, because obviously the batters have to put some runs on the board for the West Indies to even bowl again, right? But it's not looking good on the injury front for Shamar Joseph from today, so we'll have to see. So West Indies starting tomorrow, the second day, they will come out looking to bat and get that 416 runs. We'll see how it goes. The batting has been strengthened with Sinclair in the team, and the batters, I'm sure they will be looking to put on a much better performance than they did in the first test match. So hopefully they can come out and put some runs on the board and pose a challenge to England. 416 runs is a lot of runs, like I said. But the good thing about it, the batters have time to bat and still possibly get a good result from this match, right? Because it was just the first day of the match, right? So if West Indies can bat for a day and a half and put some runs on the board, then put England back in with England's attacking style, we should be able to get them bowled out again, and then possibly chasing down some runs. That's just the way I'm looking at it. I'm a bit optimistic, but as fans, I think we should always remain on the optimistic side. And if the team doesn't perform, then we can criticize and look where they can improve. Right. So that's the standpoint that I'll always analyze things from and take things from. Right. So just to recap before I end this video, so England, they made 416 all out on the first day of the test match. And West Indies haven't started their innings as yet. We'll start batting tomorrow. Leading the way with the ball for us was Alzarri Joseph. He took 3 for 98. Jaden Seals took 2 for 90. Kevin Sinclair took 2 for 44. Kaveem Hodge, I forgot Kaveem Hodge. He took 2 wickets as well for 44. Sinclair took 2 for 73 and Hodge took 2 for 44. And those were the main bowlers for us. So that's all I have for you in this video, viewers and subscribers. As always, do remember to like the video, right? Do like the video because just it's free, right? And it definitely helps the channel a lot when you like the video. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to it as yet. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.